friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. If you are new here, my name is Brenda and I am so happy you stopped by today. If you are returning, welcome back. I appreciate you all so very much. So today I'm participating in the What Would You Make challenge. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting.
Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm using 4 of those wheel wreath forms from Dollar Tree and then a 4-foot board I got from Hobby Lobby last year. Now I'm starting to do some measuring. Right now we're just kind of measuring where the center of that wheel form will go. And then once I have that measured, I'm going to mark that on 4 spots of the board. And then we're just going to measure how wide we want, how long we want slits. So what we're going to do is we're going to use my oscillating tool to make like grooves inside the board or slits. And then we're going to slip those wheel forms in. And so here he is just helping me measure because it doesn't matter how much I measure, it's always off. So here I'm just connecting the dots to where we made those marks, and we made them about 4 inches long. So that way a lot of that wheel form would fit in. So here I'm using my oscillating tool to just make those slits, and we go down about a 1/2 inch. We probably could have gone down a little bit deeper, but we were afraid of going all the way through. So once those slits were made, we stuck the wheel forms in them, and then he taught me this technique. It's really cool. He is using baking powder. He's putting it in the slit, and then once we get all the excess off of there, he's going to use super glue, and he just pours some super glue all around that baking soda, and it hardens, and it is so cool. It only takes like 10 seconds. In fact, you can watch it harden. It's really a cool technique. I've never heard of this before. I've never seen it. But it's just making like a casing over that wheel form to hold it in place. And then once it dried up and hardened, he's just adding some more baking soda. And then we're just going to wipe off the excess there or blow it off. It was kind of windy. I'm surprised it didn't blow off easier. And then he's just going to add some more of this super glue until we have it all leveled and it is covering that wheel form to keep it in place. Now, I will have to say these wheels are still a little wobbly. That's why, they go back and forth. And that's why I think that maybe if we would have went a little deeper, it might have worked a little bit better. But it's still really cute. I love how it turned out. So then I took one of those long skewers from Dollar Tree and I cut it down, and we're using this in between the spokes there. And he's just putting some super glue on all around where it goes into the form. And then we are going to use his accelerant that we have, and that sets that glue within like 7 seconds. And I do have that in my Amazon store if you're interested in it. It is really amazing. I love using it instead of a hot glue if I need something for a permanent hold, but I need it quickly. So here's my little Oliver. I had to show you guys this because he was so cute. We had to drain our pool because we have to get a new pool liner, and he was just infatuated with the pump down there.
Get that pump.
And I was just cracking up because he was like wanting to attack it. He kept growling at it, kept barking at it. I thought it was so funny, and it was too cute. I had to show you guys. So here's a little cuteness for you to enjoy. Okay, so then once we were done putting it all together, I took it inside and I just used that Waverly wax on the top of the board. And then I took some of these half beads I got from Amazon around Christmas time, and I'm just using my super glue, and I'm just gluing it to the end there, and then I'm using my accelerant to set it, and like I said, wait about 7 seconds, and it is done. And that is all there was for this. It was super easy, and it is so cute, and I just love it. And maybe I forgot to add, I was going to add a picture of where I have it set up, but maybe I'll add that on the end. So stay tuned on the end if you want to see how I have it set up. But it's really cute. So you have to let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, so today is the What Would You Make challenge. It is hosted every month by my friends Zaina at OK at Home and Connie with Connie's Creative Creations. Both of these women are amazing. If you have not checked them out, please go and check out their videos, their channel, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And then make sure you check out the playlist as well. I'll have links to all of them in my description box below. Plus, I have the privilege of being their guest host this month, which I am very happy about. So make sure you check them all out and let them know I sent you. So here is DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use some of these little carrots I got last year from Dollar Tree. I think they still have them this year. This shelf that I got from Dollar Tree. It comes in a 2-pack, so there's just one of them there. My Waverly Chalk paint in the color white, some of my chalk paste in the color orange peel, and Meadow, my surface wax from COUTURE. And then I'm going to use this transfer from this big piece of transfers for this DIY. So I'm going to start off by painting that board with my Waverly Chalk paint in the color white, and I give it a good painting both front, back, and sides. And then once it is dry, and after I get done painting here, I also painted some tumbling tower blocks there as well. I have 4 there, but I only used 2. So I took this cloth and my surface wax, and I'm just putting the wax all over this board. And the reason for that is because you want a very smooth surface when you're adding that transfer to it. So I just add this wax all the way around, and I let it sit for about 15-20 minutes to dry. And then once it is all dry, I'm going to take this transfer and I'm going to fuzz it, because this is the first time I have used it. So whenever you use a transfer the first time, you want to fuzz it so it's not so sticky, because if it's too sticky, it will stick to your surface and it could stretch it when you pull. Well, it will stick too much to your surface and it will stretch when you pull it off, and it can ruin it. So once I have it fuzzed, I was just testing it there, make sure it was coming off easy. I centered it, put it where I wanted, and then I'm taking my Meadow chalk paste and I'm going to color the leaves of the carrots green. And then I'm going to take, once I have them all covered, then I'll take that little squeegee and just kind of brush off any excess. And then I'm going to clean my squeegee, because, you know, you don't want to mix the colors too well, or I didn't on this one at least. And then I put that away right away so it doesn't dry. I lifted the transfer up to the point of those, the bottom of the carrot tops. That way they don't stick to the transfer or the paste doesn't stick to the transfer once I lift it. Then I'm just going to use my orange peel here and do all the rest. Now, I am a Chalk Couture designer, so if you have any questions about Chalk Couture, please see the link in my link tree for Chalk Couture, or you can always email me. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions, or if you just want to check it out, check out the link. I love this stuff, you guys. I'm going to be showing probably more. I'm trying to show a little bit every time I have a video, but I just love how easy it is. I love how professional it looks when it's done, and I love it. So once I pulled that off and cleaned off my transfer, I took these carrots and I am just hot gluing one to each side, partly for decoration and partly to cover those holes since I didn't use my spackle on them. And then after that, I'm going to take some jute twine and I'm just adding some tape to the end here. And I am going to start weaving it in. And I just go from the top to the back, or the front to the back. And I just go through it a couple of times, because that's all I could do, because it wouldn't let me go through anymore because it was too thick, I guess. Anyways, and I'm just here pulling out the just making sure the length was where I wanted it. And then I'm just going to cut it off, and I am going to put a little dab of hot glue because I didn't want it to cover the seine too much, and it was kind of covering it. So I'm just going to move the twine up a little bit, put a little hot glue to keep it in place, and then I'm just making a little bow, and then I'm going to do the same thing with that, as well as add a little dab of hot glue to keep it kind of up a little bit so it's not covering the wording. Then I should have done this before I added the bow and the carrots, but I decided I wanted to distress it. So I'm just lightly going through with a little brush and my Waverly Chalk paint and the color Elephant, and doing a little dry brushing on the front and then all around the edge. And then once I am done with that, I'm just going to add my tumbling tower blocks to the back so that it will stand. And then I'm showing you right here, I'm just going to hot glue them on. And that's all there is for this one as well. I love the way this came out. Again, if you are interested in Chalk Couture, send me an email or check out my site. I love this stuff, you guys. You have to let me know what you think about this as well. It's so cute. If you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find the links to my accounts in my link tree, as well as links to other things that I am affiliated to, like Chalk Couture. Okay, DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm just going to use some Boxwood Greenery that I got from Walmart. I love this stuff, you guys. Every time I find it, I have to buy some. And then I'm going to use this little, I don't know what you call it, emblem I got from Hobby Lobby. It was like $2.99, but it was on sale. And then those little beads I think I got from Hobby Lobby last year as well. And then this crate from Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to paint the crate and that little emblem with my white chalk paint there. And once they were both painted and dried, I'm going to use my elephant chalk paint, and I'm going to go around and do some dry brushing, actually some heavy dry brushing all around both of them. And now if you don't like distressing, that's okay. You can do whatever you like if you want to recreate this. If you're new here, I just want to say welcome. I am so glad you joined me today. If you like what you see and you like home decor on a budget, thrift flips, holiday decor, and gift ideas, then I would invite you to hit that red subscribe button, become part of our growing YouTube family, and then let me know in the comment section that you are here. And if you are not new, please make sure if you like this video, you hit that like button and comment, because both of those things really help my channel grow. It lets YouTube know that you like my content, and they will promote it even more. Okay, as soon as I'm done here, I am going to take some hot glue and I am going to attach that emblem. I don't know what you call it, so I'm just going to call it an emblem, you guys. And I'm just going to hot glue it onto the front of my little crate. I love the way this came out, you guys. I want to make more of these. And then I took those little beads and I just did a little bit more dry brushing on them. They're softly painted anyways, because you could see some of the natural wood, but I wanted it to match the rest of it a little bit better. So then I just went through and hot glued one onto each corner just to make little feet for this. And then once I was done with that, I added some floral foam to the bottom. I am going to hot glue it here because it was moving around on me. And then I'm just going to fill it up with my Boxwood Greenery. And once I am done with that, I'm going to add some little roses that I got from Dollar Tree. I just love these little roses. I think they're very cute. And I just thought they would look so cute, just poking out a little bit here and there from all that greenery. And that's all there was for this. Super easy, but yet super adorable. And it just really helps make a good filler piece. So you'll have to let me know what you think about this one as well. And then let me know which one was your favorite in the comment box. And again, if you're new here, I hope you like this video and hit that subscribe button and become part of our family. And then here is the final reveal of all 3 items. Let me know which one was your favorite, and make sure you check out Zaina and Connie's videos as well as their channel and the playlist below. I would appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment on everyone to help them as well. So with all that being said, you guys, I will be back on Wednesday with another video. So have a good one, and we will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.